You know who's the star of 2021? Some say it was Ethereum. Ethereum, blew up, had huge gains, outsized relative to Bitcoin. But then when it fell, also fell outsized relative to Bitcoin. Well, it looks like ETH is trying to get another ETF on the board here. First, we got a lot of companies that are starting with Bitcoin, and now we have VanEck officially starting the clock for a spot Ethereum ETF. Bloomberg expects more ETFs to be filed in the coming days. The race for the spot ETF has officially begun after the Chicago Board Options Exchange will ultimately start the clock for a SEC decision. Let's see, they filed these to be listed on CBOE's BZX exchange. That's the Chicago Board Options Exchange. And a pair of tweets. Looks like as opposed to the previously submitted filings, this filing means that the countdown is now in motion. The race is on, saying, guys, this is a long deadline from now. We're not talking about next month. We're not talking about next week. We're talking about March of next year. 32324. No, 52324 there. Keep scrolling. ARK Invest and 21 Shares teamed up to file the S1 of the SEC on the 6th, although VanEck's filing dates back to July of 2021. They were trying to do this years and years ago, but now maybe the SEC might take it seriously. On the 17th, the SEC reportedly signaled its intention to approve Ethereum futures products, while several firms, including Grayscale and BlackRock, are currently fighting to get the spot Bitcoin. So we have ETH futures, spot Bitcoin, and now we have spot ETF in the process right now. All right, so what is going to happen, though? Some people are saying approval is inevitable. You know what's also inevitable? The fact that you're going to hit the like button in the next 3 seconds. Hurry, I'm starting the countdown. 3. You only have 2 seconds. 2. Move the mouse, grab it. 1. You hit it. Woo, you feel that? Oh my God, it's just a huge wave of relief and awesomeness just crashed over your body. All right, let's talk about this approval, though. Approval is inevitable. SEC Insider primes crypto market for a $15 trillion Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP price ETF game changer. These major cryptocurrencies could be headed into one of their biggest ever months. The one crypto watcher has said it's going to be crazy. He said it's going to be like a movie, man. Last night was a movie. Now, former SEC Chair Jay Clayton has said eventual approval of a spot ETF is inevitable following the SEC punting a decision on the ETF filings from the managers who looked after a combined $15 trillion until October. Looks like he's maybe looking at the fact that they punted the ball. They didn't go for it on 4th down. That's what for you, football fan.
Yeah.
Maybe because they didn't say no, and they said, I'm going to kick the can down the road instead of saying no. He's saying a yes is inevitable. That's but the signaling of the kicking of the can down the road. But it's not all roses. It's not all balloons and clown faces for Ethereum. There was a hack, and some are reporting this is the largest phishing hack in history for Ethereum, at least. Looks like this crypto whale lost $24 million and staked Ethereum to a phishing attack. Looks like they were transferred into the fully automatic exchange Fixed Float. Never heard of it. Here we have Joaquin dancing down the stairs. Cryptocurrency whale has fallen victim to a massive phishing attack, losing millions in staked ether on the liquid staking provider Rocket Pool. According to PeckShield, Fisher subsequently swapped the stolen assets for just regular ether and then a little bit of DAI tokens here. So we cashed out 1.6 million of it. According to Scam Sniffer, the victim enabled token approvals to the scammer by signing increase allowance transactions. Allowance permissions are a feature of ERC, which enables a third party to have the right to spend some tokens that belong to a different owner using smart contracts. Observers have warned against risk associated with approving allowances, noting that developers could deploy malicious smart contracts to scam you. The news comes after at least 5 liquid staking providers imposed or started working to impose a self-limit rule in which they promised not to own more than 22% of the Ethereum staking market. They reportedly include Rocket Pool, Stakewise, Stater Labs, and Diva staking. So they're going to try to self-regulate themselves and become a little bit more decentralized. But yeah, just be careful out there. We're going to talk about a Hit Network employee that fell victim to recent loss of crypto, and that'll be at the end of the show, though. You're gonna want to stick around for that. Yes. AB, you don't have to put me on blast like that, DZ. Too late, AB. I just did it again. 787, 150 thumbs ups. Where are we right now? Are we at 169?
We're at 159. We got 8. We're about to cross 900 on concurrent. But 160. Definitely get up over 200 very, very quickly.
All right. Jason Foley, DZ will be the man and one of my favorite. Hey, even though I'm follically challenged, I appreciate that there. All right. That was a bad one. That was a stretch. All right. Let's talk about Ripple. And then we're going to have that Ripple prediction. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, seeing the CTO. What is the secret roadmap for Ripple? We're going to try to guess. All right, but first, the Chair Lab slams Biden and Gensler off the top rope into the announcer's table. Wait, no. Just slammed them verbally for having screwed up on crypto. The legal system is set to bring the crypto industry back into the game after the Biden administration screwed up its crypto policy, according to the founder, Chris Larson, one of the richest people in crypto. We were covering that in ATB. I think he comes in as number 4 or something like that. $4 billion in Ripple assets, I believe he has. Larson also commented on the latest court judgment in favor of Grayscale over its application to convert its Bitcoin trust into a spot Bitcoin ETF, noting it really admonished the SEC in a way you don't really see very often. Basically saying the judge was so pissed off at the SEC, they use language you don't ever really see in these legal proceedings. It's going to be boring, verbose legalese, where, appellates and this and that, and this legal, this mumbo jumbo. No, he came out with like a strong dissenting opinion, basically, in slandering their name almost. It's like they drug them out on the front page of TMZ, but this is like the legal version of it. I sincerely hope we're seeing the beginning of the end of the SEC's policy of regulation by enforcement. The courts are rejecting it. Now it's time for Congress to take the lead on crypto policy. Biden killed the San Fran blockchain hub. Another part of the interview, Chris Larson, co-founder of Ripple Labs, claimed Biden's policies pretty much killed San Francisco from being the blockchain capital of the world, despite Silicon Valley's tech hub reputation. We owned it and didn't want it anymore because the Biden administration, for whatever reason, decided they wanted to push this industry offshore. He pointed to London, Singapore, and Dubai as the capitals for their clear rules that protect consumers and also celebrate innovation. I would say the main thing, we got to protect the builders as well. All right, we're almost at the Ripple prediction. It's right after this. Great milestone for Ripple in 2023. On-chain transaction volume soars. I'm not going to get into this. I looked into the weeds here. It was a 7-month peak here. So pretty good, 7-month peak. I'm surprised that it actually passed this peak. So pretty interesting there. I think this is for this 1 day, 7-month peak in daily transaction volumes coincided with a surge in 1-day token circulation. All right, so the record for 1 day stands at 5.79. This was set in December of 2022. All right, here we go. Here's the meat and potatoes of the Ripple story. I know you've been waiting. Hit that like button if you're ready. We're all ready. All right, Ripple CTO confirms Ripple will announce IPO SEC settlement at the New York City party.
Yeah.
When is this party? I remember we kind of covered it a little bit. Is it at the end of this month? It might be at the end of this month.
I thought it was October. I'm going to look it up.
All right, he's going to look it up. Maybe we'll try to get a Hit Squad or a Hit Network member out there. I think we should. That'd be very cool. They have to have Ripple.
It's saying September 29th. So yeah, you're right. Right there at the end.
I'm going to be in Vegas. Going to be in Vegas. Going to the new CNFT Con NFT LV, and then me and a friend of the channel, we're going to go see a boxing match.
Who are you watching? Who's boxing?
Some middleweights. It's like Charlo, maybe, or
that's beyond my. I don't know that one.
DZ uses Wax. It's been a long time since I interacted with the Wax blockchain. I've never waxed body hair though. I don't think. No,
I've never done it on purpose.
I've turned my one eyebrow into 2 before. I guess I have done that.
Anyone who played football in high school and had to tape, and that tape accidentally made its way onto your leg, when you take that tape off, all those hairs are gone. So,
what kind of tape? Kinesio tape? What kind of tape?
Kinesio tape, or even just the wrap tape. To like, if you have I rolled my ankles frequently, so I usually just wrapped my ankles, but sometimes taking it off.
All right, so wrap tape. You don't mean like Cassius Cuvée, like giving you, recording?
No, not usually. I don't think Cassius ever came to my games, but.
That'd be weird if he did, I guess. All right, guys. I know we're waiting for this Ripple announcement here. Let's get into it. We got sidetracked by the party. As Ripple gears up to celebrate its legal triumph over the U.S. regulator, there have been a lot of speculation swirling around the possibility of them making groundbreaking announcements to the community of XRP enthusiasts. All right, so there's this influencer guy, XRP Productions. He had a couple predictions here. Well, CTO David Schwartz said only 2 of these things will happen. He listed 5 different things. Let's just click on it. All right. Anything else on this story? All right. So we're just going to click on it. And we're going to do a little speculation here. CTO Schwartz said 2 of these things are going to happen. Two of these things are going to happen. It can't be Ripple announces full settlement, can it? I just don't see that. Maybe it can. Ripple announces IPO. So we have a settlement. That would be huge. That would be huge. I think we see a bigger spike than what we saw last time, where it jumped, 90% on some charts?
100%.
100%.
Yeah,
so
100%
it doubled
jump.
in price. It
Yeah.
doubled in price. This will be a bigger announcement than the previous announcement last month that made them double in price. Okay. Next up, Ripple announces IPO.
Yeah.
This would be huge. Shout out to Link2. I'm going to make a video, I think, of showing you how to. There's ways you don't have to be an accredited investor to invest in Ripple Labs. So this might be good for you. If they do have an IPO and you're invested in Ripple Labs, if the stock does well, you'll probably do very well. So maybe something. So IPO, also huge, huge news. Number 3, XRP runs past all-time high during the party. I don't think he would say that's one of the two things, right? Only 2 of those things will happen. Maybe it is. Again, I don't know. All right, so yeah, we're going to go all-time high at the party. That seems a little unlikely. Given what it took to double the price, we would have to 6x to do a new all-time high, roughly.
Yeah, I don't see that one. I mean, the 2 most reasonable ones, the most reasonable IPO, the other one is the settlement, but even that one, I'm going to go ahead and counteroffer and say I think one of those things happens. That's the IPO.
All right. Well, this one, I actually didn't read them all ahead of time, and I did a little bit of a spit take. So luckily, the camera was on Tim.
Yeah.
Here, I can recreate it. Gensler is marched naked through the crowd as we all yell shame. 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 You watch Game of Thrones?
I have, yeah.
Shame. Powerful scene. Powerful scene. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I think if he was a lizard, that's when he reveals himself, scurries up a wall sideways. You're like, whoa, where'd he go? How'd he get into that crack? No, I don't think that one's going to happen. Next, we have XRP Productions does Jello shots with Brad Garlinghouse. Could be one of those. So maybe
that one could happen.
Maybe it's a tongue-in-cheek answer. This is going to be one of them, and only one of these things happen. But guys, I really want to say I'm feeling like an IPO or a settlement announcement is going to be happening at this party. I'm not above 50%, but I'm certainly above 10% that this is going to happen.
And I think I'm lower than that, DZ. I don't think that Gary Gensler is as dumb as he has been with everything else. He's persistent with not giving up, and if he can make this draw out longer, I think he's going to try. Now, we all know he's going to lose it, so I'm not worried about XRP having something bad happen to it and the price just absolutely plummet to brand new lows. But at the same time, I'm a little skeptical of a settlement happening because I don't believe Gary Gensler has the capability. Now, if one of those lists was Gary Gensler gets fired and new head of SEC reaches a settlement, then I would be on board. But I don't know as long as Gary's in that seat if he's going to do that.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be paraded around naked either.
No, probably not. They'll let him keep his clothes on, probably. But a parade would be nice. A parade would be nice.